Hey everybody, Jay here from Modern Mississauga, and we are with the first ever Volvo XC40 compact crossover, new for the model year 2019. And you can tell it's a two-box crossover. It's not as boxy as people think Volvos are. A lot of the new Volvo designs are very sleek, have lots of cool and great rounded edges, but not overly round and just weird looking like some of their competitors are. Let's go up to the front. You have your day runners, which are the new design language, the Thor's hammer. There's a good look at it right there. Front end's consistent with their design language. You have that beautiful, simple, modern grille, bottom left, top right, and your regular lights are LEDs as well. The color, they call it Amazon blue. It's more of like a pastel blue to me, kind of like a baby blue-ish. It looks cool with the contrasting white roof. Half the folks I've talked to love the color and said, you know, I would buy it exactly as it is, and the other half are like, well, maybe not so much. Anyways, leave it up to you to decide what you like. Taking a look at the rear of the vehicle, again, consistency in design language for the new car. You got the nice flowing vertical tail lights and the nice spaced out Volvo lettering and XC40 badging, obviously. And this is the T5 with all-wheel drive. So let's take a look in the rear seats. So here they are. Now with this specific package that Volvo has spec'd out, you do get heated rear seats, and that is part of the climate package. And you also got heated washer nozzles, heated steering wheel, and headlight high pressure cleaning. Very cool. There's a look up front just before we jump in. So again, it's clean, it's modern, it's classy, and it's Volvo through and through. You can't mistake it for anything else out there. So let's take a look up front. What's a little weird for me is the texture here. It's kind of like carpet-ish. I don't really know what to call it. It's weird because if I spill a drink or something's here, the liquid will just get sucked into that. It's a little weird on that. There's this cool checker design, and that's a little further throughout as well. We'll get to that in a sec. One thing I'm not really a big fan of is, I'll show it to you as if I'm sitting down. So brake pedal, gas pedal, looks pretty obvious, right? But when you bring in the steering column, the brake pedal is way far to the right, and if you're wearing boots or bigger shoes or you have bigger feet, it may be a little troublesome. Because they're so close together, you know, I would have liked to see the brake pedal be at least a couple inches over to the left. Anyways, I digress on that. Volvo has the most comfortable seats in the industry. Part of this package is you get a little bit of storage under the driver's seat. Very cool there. I'm not really sure how much you could fit in there. My hand fits just about. Anyways, you got your thigh extender right there, and the rest of the seat controls. Very comfortable. Massive side bolsters. Decent thigh support as well. So let's jump in, and I'm going to go through the gear shift first, only because it's a little peculiar for me. Alright, so go with me on this. Here's the gear shift. Park is a button. Don't like one bit. I wish they would just go back to like a somewhat traditional. They have the lever. They can go to a traditional lever. So with your foot on the brake, you push forward once. It is not even showing up. Sorry. Forward once, and that gets you into neutral. Forward again gets you into reverse. Kind of weird that you got to do it twice. Back once gets you into neutral again. Back again gets you into drive. So let's do it again. I'm in park. If I want to go straight to drive, pull back twice. That gets you in drive. Up one neutral. Up one reverse. And then if you want to park the car, obviously you push the park button. Another thing that's really bizarre is their manual mode. So there's no paddle shifters, and it doesn't look like there's much here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull back one a third time. And to go up and down your gears, you have to go left and right, which is really bizarre. Upshift is to the right, and downshift is to the left. Now, it's weird because you've got to pull back down again to go into drive. And yes, I know that it shows up there. So if we go back into the manual mode, pulling down for drive is there, because that's sort of, we go back one more time, because you know that's the order of the gears right there. But normally in like almost every other car, it's park, neutral, reverse, park, reverse, neutral, drive, sport, where you pull down and you kind of have that little gate shifter here or here. And to go into drive, you just throw it up one, as opposed to your manual mode. But if you do that and you're in the manual mode right now, and I'm going to push it up one, that throws you into neutral. That could be really, really, really dangerous, and just, it's not, I don't like it at all. It's weird. So I've tried to stay away from using manual mode as much as possible. And I don't think a lot of people are going to use the manual mode to begin with. I'm just going to pop it back into park. Another weird thing, anyway, so that's my 5 cents on the gear shifter. It's weird. You have to push things twice to get into the gear that you want. I just wish it was as easy as it looked here. Back one for reverse, back two for neutral, back one for drive, and instead I am in manual mode. So back into park. The automatic start stop, you can put it on, you can put it off, but for whatever reason it did not work on my tester car. So what I had to do is I had to swipe left and manually push a button, and that will get very, very annoying if I have to do that every single time. So maybe it was me, I feel like I did everything right as far as activating and deactivating. You know, there's a little green button for on. Anyways, those are my gripes about the gear shift and the automatic start stop. But let's get to some of the cool things about the car. Again, typical Volvo design language, 12.3-inch touchscreen. You slide, you swipe, and you can tap that and get to your settings, and you've got all sorts of cool things there. And then you swipe to the left, and you get a few more goodies there. There is one button to bring you back to the home screen. Hold on, so let's go there. Brings you back. If you're to the right, next screen, home will bring you back. There are a few buttons, your flashers, heat your front and rear windscreens, track moving left and right, volume, and drive mode. Drive mode's very, very quickly. Let's get into that. Eco, comfort, off-road, dynamic, and individual. I don't think anybody's going to do any off-roading. Oops, where are we? Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to do any off-roading in the XC40. But hey, you know, if you do want to, it is there. Let's go. Sorry, it just automatically goes back. So the individual, you can pick your own driving preferences. Very, very cool as far as what you are able to do there. So that's your 12.3-inch screen there. There's your wireless charger. If you have an iPhone, you're out of luck. At least an older iPhone anyway. If there's a USB right there, and your 12-volt. A couple of cup holders. This is really cool. I like this. It's a little storage cubby, and you push down, and that's where you can put a couple of things. I just keep my key for my daily driver in there. But yeah, it's kind of cool and kind of quirky. Another storage spot is right here. Maybe some change if you want to put in there, and the typical space down here, which is the same as it is in every car. Very, very cool there. I mentioned the checkered pattern, and it's there, and it's there, and it's there, and a nice long strip there as well as there. You get your Harman Kardon sound system. Very, very cool. I find that the rear view mirror is very, very close to my face, and now I'm sitting as far back as I can possibly go. Like, I've got long legs, and I've got a short upper body, so I sit all the way up and I sit all the way back. This just seems to be very, very close to me. Yes, I know the IntelliSafe module is here and it has to be there, but I wondered if they could, you know, maybe move it up or, you know, whatever. Just, it felt really, really, it felt really, really close for me. There's your steering wheel. Very, very plain, very simple. Again, just consistently Volvo. You got your audio controls there and your cruise control stuff there, and your distance and whatnot as well. You can change what you want on the dashboard display. How quickly can I do this? Not quickly enough, apparently. Let's just see. Go to settings, my car, display. Oops, displays. There's a nice back button. So display themes, and you can go for glass, which is that. You can go for chrome rings. You can go for performance if you'd like. So, nice way to put it there. You can also get the map embedded in the back as well if you want to know where you're going at all times. Right, so that's that. There is a massive sunroof thing back here. I don't like the one button thing. So I'm just opening up the shade right now, and obviously only half of it tilts. You can't have the whole thing tilt. So that goes back. Obviously there are two buttons, one for the tilt and then one for the up down, but you can't do anything till it fully retracts. So that's how you get it up, push up, and then you push back again, and that's how that opens up. Anyway, we'll leave that as it is for now. Aside from that, it's, you know, it's typical Volvo. It's nice and it's well laid out, and it seems plain and simple, and it almost seems like there's something missing in the car, but there's not. It's just Volvo's done a very good job of being modern without putting any clutter or any extra garbage in the car that'll distract you. It's very simple, just eyes on the road, and by the time you get used to this, you know, you probably won't even have to look all that much. Let's talk power for a sec. Let's look at the display while we do that. So the only engine available is a 2.0 liter direct injected turbocharged inline 4. 248 horse, 258 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed automatic. It goes, it's fast, it's quick, it's nimble, it's great as far as city driving. It's great on the highway as well. Very easy to park, very, very easy to drive, getting so nimble. It's nice and small. Actually, it's got a small footprint, but there's a fair amount of space up front as well as in the trunk. Fuel efficiency, they say 10.3 city, 7.5 highway, 9.0 combined. I'm a little higher than that. I don't know. I think I'm in the 11s, but I've done a lot of city driving as well. So I'm just going to go back to my minimalistic screen because that kind of just tells me just my basics, what I need to know. So there's a button there. You push that, and that pulls up all your info. So I'm a 10.3 overall over about 250 kilometers. So not bad, not great, not bad. I think that'll wrap it up pretty much. Oh, another cool feature. You can put your parking brake on manually, or you can play with the settings and it'll automatically go on every time the car goes into park. And I like that because it is just one less thing to worry about, and you should always be using your parking brake anyway. So that's that, and that's that as well. You get a couple of memory positions as well. Really quickly, let's go through what you get standard, which is city safety, which is low and high speed collision mitigation, lane keeping aid, including runoff road and oncoming lane mitigation. We went through the drive settings as well. That's a leather shift knob. Doesn't matter what material it is. It's a little bizarre. So option wise, I'm just going to pull off the sheet. The vision package gets you bliss as far as, and cross traffic alert. Retractable rear view mirrors. Here's the weird thing. I definitely want to show you this. So I want to fold that. Not really a button for it, but what you do is you hold down. So I'm going to pull down that as well. So that's fully open. That's fully open. What you do is you hold down your left and your right together, and that's how you close them if you're living in a condo or if you're a tight parking spot. If you push one, nothing. If you push two, nothing. But if you push them together, let's see if I can get them both in the same shot. There are my fingers. Yeah, and you can hear it opening up. That's kind of a cool, quirky thing, and it's a nice way to save buttons. So yeah, good on you, Volvo, for that. You also get a 360 surround view camera with the vision package as well. Climate package, heated washer nozzles, heated wheel, heated rear seats, high pressure cleaning for the headlights. We went over that. I apologize for the repetition. That's $1,250. Vision package is $1,800. The convenience package, let's go back to here because it looks nice, and it's something nice to look at as I quickly ramble off. Convenience package, $1,600. Power operated tailgate, pilot assist, which is a semi-autonomous driving system. It's okay. It's a work in progress as far as my 2 cents go, or 5 cents since we don't have pennies anymore. It's got adaptive cruise control. That's going to come in handy, but just the semi-autonomous driving, I don't think we're quite ready for it. But good on Volvo for thinking ahead and trying to be still the safest car on the road these days. You get a compass, which is in your rear view mirror. Storage box under the driver's seat, which I showed you already. The power release off the rear seats, that's pretty cool. I wonder if I can get to that real quick. No, this way. Headrest fold. So they're... Hold on. I don't think I can do this at the same time. But anyways, I'm going to put my finger over that button. I'm going to look to the rear, and one push. Goes down. Nice straight line of sight out of the rear window. It's not a new thing for Volvo, but I've always loved that they have it. yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I didn't mean for this to go 15 minutes, so let's wrap it up before 15 and a half. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. It's a bit of an abrupt review. I got a pretty bad screw in the tires, so instead of having the car for a week, I got to take it back after only like four days. So this is kind of like just the brief once over of the XC40. I will have the R design in a few weeks, and then we'll do a proper thorough review on that with the driving portion. Just I don't want to drive the car more than I have to, so I keep moving around. Let's look at the logo. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to drive the car more than I have to. So anyways, that wraps it up. 2019 first ever Volvo XC40 compact crossover. Looks great, drives incredibly well. So easy to drive, so easy to park, very quick, very responsive. Let me know if you have any questions. I will do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.